Today I'm gonna build one of your houses. You wanted me to build a house for 4 Sims, no pets, on a 30 by 20 lot with a budget of 100,000 simoleons. The style is a cottage. The color palette is farmhouse, so lots of whites and wood. The packs I can use are base game with 1 or 2 other packs. I used base game with just cats and dogs because cats and dogs is really the style we are going for here. So I thought that would be nice. Here I am working on the outside. You saw me making some rooms. There will be a parent's bedroom, 2 kids' bedroom and a study. So it's either for 2 parents, 2 children, or you can convert the study in another bedroom if you want. I found a picture on, I believe it was floorplans.com or Pinterest that this was based on. And of course I made it my own because The Sims is always different than the real life. The outside is yellow. I thought that it looked just very pretty. I know the color scheme should be white and wood, but it's yellow painted wood, so I hope you'll forgive me. I just really thought that looked nice. I'm using the cats and dogs fence and a lot of cats and dogs windows because they really fit this style. Yeah, they are really pretty. If I could add another pack, I might have added laundry day, but I decided to stick with just 1 pack. So more of you can download it if you want. And of course I always aim to give you some inspiration for your own builds, which is why I make these YouTube videos. There is an entrance to the backyard and placing lots of windows here, just make it nice and light. A door with lots of windows, and then I believe this is called an awning I placed just over the windows in the front. And of course the tiny saucer lights, I use them everywhere because they are small and you can't really see them. These are base game doors that I absolutely love. I believe they were added to the game about half a year ago. And I'm placing lots of wooden floor, which is from cats and dogs. This wallpaper is also for cats and dogs, but you now can see this really fits the style we are going for. So that's and I wanted the kids' rooms to be a little bit more colorful because kids like color. The entrance to the kids' rooms and their shared bathroom is in the hallway, but you can enter the office through the through the living room. And also this office has lots of cats and dog stuff. I love that chair that is with the desk. And of course I needed to place those new flowers we just got. It's so pretty. I didn't really like the painting I just hang up. I can't replace it. Cats and dogs come with a lot of pretty paintings, so that's really nice. Also, oh yeah, I placed it really over the top painting. And I am using bunk beds. Of course I'm using bunk beds. I love the bunk beds. I wanted a small desk underneath, but we didn't have a small desk in the base game or in cats and dogs, so I went for a bigger desk and some toys underneath, which also fit. This is a really pink room and the other room will be more green. Yeah, I'm playtesting everything. You will see my sim walking around, and I gave her a child so we can place test some more of the things. And of course I needed to use the new closet. That it's just so pretty. Just decorating with some curtains. These are cats and dogs curtains which come in very pretty swatches. I do think it's a shame it's only for kids. It's very lots of kids patterns and not really for adults, but I do like the style of these curtains. I would have loved to have them in a solid swatch, but yeah, we do with what we have. This will be the other kids' bedroom. There's a purple wallpaper with lots of green furniture. I really like that contrast. And they don't get a computer, but they do have a place to do their homework. There's 1 computer in the entire house, which is in the office. If you've got teens, you might want to add a computer in here. I didn't finish the entire budget. I believe I had 5,000 simoleon left, which I thought was fine with a budget of 100,000. Just I also like those things we got with cats and dogs. This is a walk-in closet. If I could use Get Together, I would have just put in that big closet, but now I'm using Cats and Dogs dresser with those big mirrors and just some decorations. This bed came with Cats and Dogs and the side tables too. I really like the color of the bed. It's just really pretty, and it fits with the wallpaper. I placed a couch in here, which is really extra, but I had a really big empty space which I didn't really know what to do with. So yeah, a couch seemed to fit, and of course those pretty paintings and some flowers everywhere. I like those planters with the cats and the dogs on them. So it looks really nice. A curtain to separate the walk-in closet. And I'm trying to use Cats and Dogs curtains in here, but they are all way too big. I really don't understand why they did that. None of them fit. I have used the lowest wall height in this house as I usually do. I have no idea why it didn't fit. The lamp comes with Cats and Dogs, which looks really pretty. And of course the flowers again, which are so pretty. Cats and Dogs doesn't come with a kitchen, so this is a base game kitchen, but I do think the style of this kitchen fits the rest of the house. The white wood, and I went with pretty expensive appliances because I did have the money, so why not? It doesn't go on fire that easily. Here I wanted something where you can put your plates and stuff. I thought it would look nice, and some dog treats. I mean, the family doesn't have a pet, but you can just pretend they are regular cookies. I didn't forget a trash can and a fire alarm this time. I'm trying to do better on this. I really wanted a fireplace here. This Cats and Dogs fireplace is really big. It's so pretty, but it's so big, so I'm gonna exchange it with one of the other ones. And here I'm just looking for a rug that fits. And again, that side table is also with the bed. I'm trying with the curtains. I went with these ones. They look like they have a different swatch, but actually this is the same swatch for both of the curtains. Yeah, I'm gonna exchange them for a little smaller. I wanted a TV on it, but the TV snaps to the wall, so I delete the wall, then put the TV on it and then put the wall back, and this totally works. Now you've got the TV on your mantelpiece. Wanted some decorations here, so again I went with the Cats and Dogs paintings because they're just really pretty, so why not? Those lights also come with Cats and Dogs. This is the laundry room. If you got the laundry day stuff, the stuff pack, you can just exchange those cabinets with a washer and a dryer. But for now I just wanted to keep it Cats and Dogs and base game, so that's I just placed some counters in there. Now moving on to the outside, there will be a small front yard and a pretty big backyard. And you see me using two different fences, a different one for the backyard than the front yard. I thought that looked nice. I haven't done this before, just experimenting. Let me know what you think of this. Of course, if you want to download this, you can, and you can change anything you don't like. It's totally fine. My taste in stuff isn't your taste. I am aware of this. And I'm sizing down some bushes, so against the fence, which I thought looked nice. My favorite tree is going in the front yard with some flowers. Just make it look pretty and make it look alive. I've placed just so many flowers, and we've got those bushes in the shape of a dog and a cat, which I needed to use, of course. And some more trees and flowers in here. Just to liven the place up even more. And you know, in the backyard, making a pathway with terrain paint. I always like to use terrain paint because it gives you so much more freedom than using the tiles. there will be a place to have a barbecue with the family. It's just a really wholesome house. Just can imagine you inviting all your family and having a bit barbecue and, on a late summer night. Just adding some clutter in here and on more plants, of course. And because there are children living here, I'm putting some toys in here. Although I had a lot of money left, so I thought that big pirate ship, I could use it. It fits the build, so why not? Placing a lot of lavender on the side, which I think looks really nice. I love that color. I was thinking of making something of a fountain, but just didn't fit the build. And here this side garden, it's a bit awkward. You can't really do anything with it, so I just placed lots of bushes and some plants. And now I will just go wild with the terrain paint. It makes it look more real if you use a bit of terrain paint underneath the bushes. I'm using the cat mailbox, which I thought was really cute, and a chess table just fitted here in the front porch. Some lights on the outside, so you can sit outside where even when it's dark, everything is lit up well. And some lights on the ground, which I thought looked really cute, those tiny lights. And here we are going into the screenshots. I hope you liked this video. If you did, please press like. Feel free to subscribe and hit the bell if you never want to miss another video. I post new Sims 4 videos every day, so I hope to see you tomorrow. Bye bye!